Hello everyone, it is me again, and I am back. Been working a good bit, so haven't really been having time to record anything, but wanted to get this out to you guys just to show you how the progress is going. I think you guys have seen this all before. This is just to make mud and furnace array and everything. I did update the map. We'll go show you everything that I did after. So got some trees down here, smoothed out the landscape a bit more. I think all the grass has grown, so it's starting to take its shape. Same with over here in the industrial district, or the farming district, I should say. So if we take a gander outside, got a little chicken farm going. Didn't really breed the cows that much, and I started running low, so I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna make a chicken farm. That sounds like the best option. And I come up here, and I'll just grab a stack, put this stuff back. Works pretty well. In here, I did just a little bit of redstone, so it's just an observer, and then got a redstone line just to a lever, just so that if I do want some eggs, I can stop it and come in here and grab them. I do think this thing's definitely full, so I could probably start running it again and it'll do that. The clicking as well, just if I'm able to turn it off, why not? I haven't finished this path, brought these strip birch down. I did figure out that I do like this path, so I'm gonna keep it going. I put some lights in there as well, travel to the nether, and found a warped forest way out that way. So I went and got a diamond hoe with efficiency and just chopped down a bunch of trees with getting all this wood, so I had a few, and it's pretty nice. I do have to change this here though, because the mud won't let you walk up, so I'll have to change this one. And all the rest of them though, I really like, and I do like that the mud sinks you down a bit, because like you're actually walking, which is really cool. It's very slight if you're running or anything, but I really do like this path. It kind of adds some that makes this accent a little bit stronger for the birch. And down here, I did end up continuing it on. So it hasn't gone very far, just down to here, but I think it looks really nice. I'm gonna split it off here, so I have a way down this way, and then just I might just have this stuff just kind of sporadically over here, so to lead to inside the house. And then down here, as I did say before, I do want to have a big diamond pillar, and I have been mining quite a bit, so this is full of diamonds in here, all the way up and everything, so gonna keep doing that, and then when I get like I don't know how tall it's gonna get, but maybe I'll get like up quite a bit higher or something, like level with the house, and I can see it then maybe. In here, I did end up designing this a little bit. It's not fully done. I don't have stairs here, and there's still a cauldron missing from the other side. And I don't really want to keep this andesite or this stuff here. I did not know, but I was informed that anything that is a stone, I think, works. So I'm gonna see if there's a nice stone that'll work that's kind of like like I don't know, that kind of has a blander texture so that it doesn't really focus on that. You're more focused on down in here. And I will grab some of these because I do want to show you guys the skeleton farm. As I said the last time, I did want to change where the skeletons would drop from, so that I could sit there and just gain XP from the wolves killing, so I don't have to really worry about it. I can just sit there, hold my pickaxe or shovel axe or anything, and everything will just get healed. I won't have to like stand there and click or get an auto clicker or anything like that, which is quite wonderful. It works very, very well, as you can see with my 64 experience there. I did set there for a while. This is now working wonderfully. I can close it up now. I did get, so if I make this into these guys right here, put this in here, it's going to empty into that guy right there. And then I can turn this on, and he's going to run back and forth and just empty that all out into there, so I don't have to run in there anymore and put any little glass bottles back in there. I did take some of these and use some, but most of this stuff is still sitting in there. I kind of want to keep a few of these just for the copper, waxing copper and everything. Kind of forgot about all that stuff, so I'm gonna keep that, and I can close this off right now actually. Don't need to go in there again. I do have a bit more glass or sand that I can smelt and put into here, just so even all the hoppers are full and everything, so I really don't have to worry about it, which would be really, really nice. And over here, the new auto crafters that were added, I did not understand how to use them at all. No clue. So I made it a mission for me to try and understand a little bit about them, and I did figure out something. This has changed just a little bit. So down here, melons go into here. Can I click on the crafter? I can. Yeah, so in here, the melons get sorted through a sorter back there, and then they go into this, into the crafter down here, and then they get crafted once there's enough in there, all the way up, which is wonderful. And then I have a good lot of pumpkins in there, and I don't know why, but I thought you could get a pumpkin trade, and I don't know if you can, so I might end up switching this just to a melon farm, because I haven't got one. I have another couple villages over here that I plan to introduce to trading with all the time, and or making a villager breeder right here, and then potentially up there setting up a little trading hall, because over here I gotta fix that. That's not done yet. Over here I got a sugarcane farm going, and it has been working pretty good. It's 64, yeah, 64, so there's one line, two lines, three lines, or this is two, so 1, 3, 4, and it's working pretty good. It's 16 blocks long each one, so each time something, I think it's 16, yeah, 16 blocks long, and each time it goes, or each time all of it fully grows, that's like about 2 stacks. But I did place the observers in. I only put I think 8 observers in. So there's one over here at this corner, there's 2 that are flip-flopped, and then another that are 2 that are flip-flopped, and then the same on this side. One is over there and one is over there. So if one ends up getting triggered over here, it'll trigger all the pistons. If one gets triggered over here, it'll trigger all of them. So it's not fully 2 stacks, but it's something that's definitely enough for what I need it for. And might as well take some of this and go over to those villagers over there. Yeah, that'll be enough. That'll be enough. I probably will not be able to trade all of this, which is completely fine, but might as well bring it over and trade, because I gotta go over here and show you guys the new design for that iron farm. It was pretty slow. Wasn't getting very much iron. I was getting enough, but it was pretty slow. And I do think that the zombie is gone, so it is broken right now. Yeah, zombie is gone. So I'll have to get a new zombie in there so that these guys can get scared again. But yeah, these guys are still basically the same. I haven't really traded with these guys all that much, but I do want to get them leveled up, because I do think these are the guys that give you golden carrots. That might be the clerics, so I don't know if that is the librarians, but oh, there we go. That's it. That's all. Okay. I definitely did too much. Oh, this guy wants a bunch of paper. Wonderful. Sweet. And then the other guy back there, I don't think I can reach him right now. Let's see. There we go. Gotta figure out a better way to access these guys. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to have these guys as the test subjects in here either, but that's okay. The looting 3 I got, he's channeling as well, and it's down to 8 right now. That's pretty nice. Mending guy's still here. Well, I can't get in there. Okay. That's okay. But yeah, that's in there. And then down here, this is where I had the old one, where I'd just be standing here or something, and then I could come and collect. But I decided to drop it down a bit farther. And I do have a bit of excess, so this is what we're looking at right now, which is pretty fantastic. Do have quite a lot in here. Quite wonderful. I think that's just another stack and a bit of blocks, which is great. Yep, wonderful, wonderful. Now, this is a lot of iron, and don't know if I really need to fix it yet, because that's a lot of iron right there. I think I might, because I know that if I get beacons soon, or at some point, I definitely would like to have other places that are already set up for a beacon, so I don't have to take the whole thing down. Like here at home, I'd rather have like maybe a beacon of 4 or something, so then I can have a bunch of different effects. I think I'd rather not destroy that every time I want to move it, so I think I probably will fix it soon, but as of right now, I think there's a good bit of iron in there and I don't need to worry about it. I'm gonna do a little jump, and I might meet you guys over at the skeleton farm. That's the word I was looking for. And we are going through. So, as you can see, I did quite a bit here. I did bring some extra stuff just to finish off this in here. So, this is more what I was going for. Let me finish this all up. And then, you guys, I'll give a little walk down. You guys can see everything and how I have it set up and everything. Oh, come on. I guess this is kind of a little teaser. You can kind of see everything, just not fully yet. Probably let my dogs sit down so that they're not running around or anything. Nice. Sweet. I brought enough. So, over here, there's quite a few dogs, because when one over there, I just keep healing them, and then they'll breed, and then another dog will come out. And it's nice to have some spares if one ends up dying or something. Hello. Over here, leather I kind of stopped gathering because it's leather. It's not. I'm breaking 3 on leather. That's crazy. So over here I got some gold. This one dropped perfect, which was pretty nice. Up here I do have a few more. I'm not putting these on any armor stands or anything though, because they're not full. The chain I almost have a full set here. Let me go in there actually. I don't have any boots yet to replace this one, so I can't put any of those up yet. This is just bows that were pretty decent, but then I kind of realized, why would I do that? I could just take all of the enchants off and just have bows. And why I'm doing that is for dispensers, because you need bows for dispensers. So then I can just come here, craft the dispensers here and whatever, and then that's not too much of a hassle. Over here I do have some the bone blocks, bones, more bones, and then the arrows, which I've kind of stopped collecting. I kind of just throw them out of the chest because I don't really know if I will ever need this many arrows, like ever. I don't think I ever will. In here I decided, because I wanted to move that killing spot to somewhere else, I thought, well, we can just switch this with the enchanting setup, and I really like how that looks, how it's kind of sunk in a little bit. I might add like something right up there that can drop down, like a little lantern or something. Maybe add a few of them just hanging around, and then just the dogs sitting on here adds a little bit more character and everything. There is a lot of them though, so thinking about it, I'm definitely gonna need to maybe move them, bring a couple back home. I don't have any there. And then over here, let's walk the other way actually. This is the normally way that I walk. Over here I did move the stuff that was in the wall here, just to be over here, just in case I want to, you know, if I left anything here, or, you know, this is just the building blocks that I used. I did bring a stack of iron blocks over here. I can't really remember what it was for. I do believe it was for these guys here, because I wanted to figure out how to use these guys, and then over in this spot, and potentially this spot as well, I was going to have a little spot that I would put the bones, and then the bones would get turned into bone meal, and then into bone blocks, so then I don't have to go through the process of breaking all those down and then recrafting them. It can just be done, which would be pretty amazing. I haven't done that yet though. That might be a later project, because right now it's not really a big issue. Then as you can see, I'm starting to do the armor the armor stands and everything, which I really like. It's just pretty cool seeing these guys stand in here. And then in here, this is going to be the spot for the chain armor, and then it's just going to keep going. So another set of chain armor. Oops. Another set of chain armor there. And then it's just going to keep going along. I don't know if I'm going to put any on this side, just because you can still see in and everything. I did change one thing over here, actually. Yeah, I did put this guy here because I had one extra one. So what I changed in here, some of the mobs were getting stuck, and they would like jump up and then they'd fall back down. And I didn't really want that anymore. Like they, let me go so where you can see it. Yeah, right over there. Let me open this up. Oh, well, that's gone. So they would go up and then they'd fall back down. So I recessed it a little bit into the wall, and then they just need to get pushed by like another skeleton. And most of them spawn with like 4 or 3 other guys with them. So I thought that that would just be the easiest way to do that. And then it's already set for them. It's already set for them to get pushed and then just go up into the water stream, and no one really falls off. Might take a few more seconds for them to get in there, but I think that's better than them having to go all the way back to the end, and then it happens 3 or 4 times without any skeleton actually getting there. And then as you see, I just got a bunch of XP because I'm just standing here, and if I'm in over on this direction, both spawners are active, so I can stand right about here, I believe, and I can see that one spinning, and that one's closer to me, so I know that that one's going to be spinning. And down here, yeah, another dog's down here. So I do have quite a bit of stuff in here yet. Oh, tinted glass, nice. So mainly what I'm doing is I'll take all the armor out of here. Just take all this out, put the bows back, and then I will grab more of this. I will not get a full inventory of armor, which is completely fine. Then I just take some bones, all these guys, let's go one more, and then I will just throw out all the bows, because I just don't need them, don't want them. And then they usually just sit here and despawn, which is completely fine. Same with the leather, don't need it. And then I did find out that even a bow that's not full durability can be used for crafting dispensers. So I don't need to fully heal them at all, which is quite a wonderful thing. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I just kind of toss out. I think here is going to be the next place I come to do like a sorting system, so I don't have to worry about any of this. Probably gonna have like maybe a couple double chests of arrows and stuff, and then maybe what I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this just go right into a sorter, or potentially just have it go right into item dropper, and then run some packed ice over to here, and then it would like use a bubble column, shoot it up, and then in the back here have an item sorter that sorts everything, or behind all of these chests here, which would be really nice because then I don't have to move any of this stuff. I think that would be really nice. And then I may end up not having this chest as bones anymore. It might just be bone blocks, which would be really nice. And then the arrows and things, those would probably go over here instead of the bows, and I might end up just destroying all the bows and everything. And then the armor I do want to keep. Oh. But I don't know how I'm going to have that in the sorter properly. Because I know that if I don't know. Because I want to get rid of the bows and everything. So maybe I'll just have like these guys right here be the like offload thing. So because I don't want the arrows. Maybe I'd have the arrows like come into this chest, and then at the bottom, once this is all full, they'll just go into a dropper, and then they'll get burned. And I think that's okay. And then they're not going to make their way over to here to clog up the armor and or bow situation, depending on if I'm able to figure out how to get bows and armor separated. But yeah, I think it looks pretty nice in here now. I like that it's got a bit of a taller ceiling, which is really, really nice. I did build it wrong the first time. This wall was like recessed one, and had to take it all down, and not all of it, but take this wall down and redo it. But I'm really happy that I got this red brick down. It looks a lot nicer. I really do like it. It is a bit brighter and potentially more just natural, I guess, with everything else that's here. Like you got the bright red, got a little bit of orange, and the white that leads up, and then just the black roof and everything, with the glass, the darkened glass and everything. It's just really, really nice. And it's that color pop. The light adds some color and everything, and it's just I like this block quite a lot. It's a very nice block. I do wish there was more you could do with it, but I'm starting to figure out things. This is probably the best thing that I've done with it. I do want to keep adding it into other things, but I really like the way that it works with the bone block and potentially quartz. Quartz would probably be very good with this block too, just because of that contrast and that dark red. It would look very nice. So I did come here to heal up just a little bit and potentially get my tools all healed up. I did sit here for a while the other day. I was mining for ancient debris a little bit, just so that maybe I can get my pickaxe and sword and shovel a little bit more durability withstanding. And I might actually, so while I was finding this warped forest, not the crimson forest, warped forest, yes, the blue one, I did stumble upon, where I made the portal, a bastion that was right next to it. Now I did wait. I have not explored it yet, but I might end up going and exploring that at one point with you guys, just because I've never really done it properly. Every other time I've kind of like turned the game to peaceful, ran in there, got everything, and then left. And I don't think that's very genuine. I know, like, it's... I don't really like mobs, so it's something that's like, oh, okay, yeah, you can at least run in there or something and then get it, but you're not really beating it. You're just walking in there and walking out. And I would, oh, yeah, there you go, another dog. So I think that would be really nice to do, just with you guys, so then you guys can see that, you know, it's not too difficult. Except I do have full diamond, so, and I'll have a couple potions for fire res and stuff. Maybe I'll make a few strength potions or something. But that's all that's over here. I just kind of wanted to show you guys this, and I'll probably maybe introduce this, or be here when I introduce new episodes or something, just if I'm healing up some pickaxes or anything like that. Just so then you guys know where I am and everything. And outside of this, yeah, it's like right next to a cave. I did encase it first, and then do a bit. I lit up this cave a little bit, so then the rates are going to be better. Yeah, and there's daylight right there. So maybe when I get to the end and get some elytra, I'll be able to fly up there, and maybe I'll make a little doorway out here, so I don't just go through the nether to get here or anything. But yeah, I think our house is just a little bit over that way. It's not too far, which is pretty nice, or that direction. But yeah, oh yeah, and then a bunch of XP comes in. But I don't really need to be here. I have, all my tools are pretty much healed already, as is. So I just kind of want to show you guys what I did here, and how it turned out. It's not fully done, just with like the crafter and the redstone and everything. I just kind of wanted the base to be done a little bit more, and then got my ender chest here. I did craft a few more of them, and then some slime balls. And this is the bow that I was talking about. I just don't, like, I enchanted 3, got some really nice enchantments, and I put this together. And it has infinity, so I don't really feel like I need to be collecting all those bows or all those arrows. But I know I don't think you can have mending on here as well as infinity, so I think maybe I'll try and make another bow but not have infinity on it, and just see how that goes, and then just mend it. But yeah, I might end up showing you guys the mining and everything that I've been doing, potentially here, yeah, probably here and in the overworld, because mining all those diamonds that were there, I did not do with one pickaxe. No. I did something amazing that I wish I learned that I could do a long time ago. It is so wonderful and very easy. A little boring at times, because I don't have the resources to make hundreds of them and fly and then click all of them all at once and destroy thousands of blocks all at once. But the 2 that I have made are wonderful. They work swimmingly. And then in here, I'll show you guys before we go down. I did make a few more pickaxes, and these are the ones that I put mending on, just to do that nether mining, and it worked really well. Had these guys for getting those shroom lights and everything. Might replace these guys. And then, yeah, got a lot of nether quartz, a lot of nether gold, and a little bit more ancient debris here. And that's what I'm going to show you guys down there. Let me put these away. That's one of the reasons I came back in here. Ooh. I will do that later. But I did take some of these, because I do want to get some of those mushrooms, the blue mushrooms from the nether. I don't know what the name is, but I wanted to get a few of those so that it would be easier for me to gather the shroom lights. And I really like that wood type, and I might end up doing it as well with the crimson wood, just because that in there looks really nice with that blue and red accent. It looks really nice. I do not know how many diamonds are in that stack, but I know I have quite a few down here, which I will show you. Because I did add some. So down here, you can see, it goes all the way that way and all the way this way. And I did take it away from there because I just hit a dry patch, and didn't want to go any farther. And haven't gone this way at all, or this way, as you can see. Mined a little bit, but haven't done anything there. This is what I have gathered so far, which is quite amazing. 2 stacks of gold, 3 stacks, and 19 of redstone. And this definitely would have been more, because as you can see, some of them broke, because I don't catch them all the time. This iron, I know I don't need, because I have that iron farm. And then I did find an amethyst geode, and I thought it'd be really cool if I grabbed some, but I only had this on me at the time. I didn't remember that I had this fortune here, but these are pretty cool because you can place them down and everything, and they look pretty. So maybe they'll be useful for something. I'm not sure what yet, but I think if I have something that I need a nice light purple for, those will be perfect for it. Maybe as little flowers or something. I'm not too sure. In the up at the house, just make some flower beds and put those in there. That would look pretty nice. I would like that. So down this way, as you can see, I did go for quite a while. There is still some stuff that's in the walls or something in the ground that I haven't gathered. Yeah, here's the geode. Yeah, we completely demolished it. Nothing was left of it, which is okay. It's totally fine. I know of a couple more that are just over that way, so that's alright. I do keep hitting Skulk, so I'm very nervous to see if I'm gonna end up hitting a ancient city at all. Maybe there's one above me or something. I'm not too sure, but yeah, this is what it is. It's just 2 TNT cannons, and they're very easy to build. The one thing I do have to recommend, though, because this really stumped me, you got to make sure that you place everything this way first, even the fan, and then place your TNT. And after you place your TNT, then do the minecart, because this powered, if you have your TNT not placed and you do this and then you place it, everything blows up, and that's no fun. It happened multiple times and it was very frustrating. But yeah, as you can see down here, I have 3 ancient debris, well 6 because there's 2, and just leaving those guys there just to keep mining forward and everything. And I did stop here because I ran out of torches. I don't really want to keep mining and not lighting it up. I did put the shroom lights here just so that it's pretty bright when anything breaks, so I can see stuff, but stuff still does get away from me. I still sometimes don't see everything, which does suck, but it's okay. For the amount that I've gathered so far is quite incredible. I did see, I think it was an 11 vein of diamonds, which was crazy. I didn't realize they could get that big, so that was a really big bonus. I didn't see some in a while, and then one led to another and led to another, and it was very nice. Felt rewarding. Dang, this is a big hallway. I'm not going to run down the other one. This one's terribly long. And after I'm done finished editing and all this stuff, I'm probably going to come back down here and keep going. I might end up moving it over, just digging this out or something, and then moving it that way a bit. I'm not too sure about that, but I do have in one of these, yeah, in here. I don't know if this is everything to build a new one. I don't know. I think it might be, actually. Yeah, because then this is going to go here. That would go there. one more of these guys. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought I had one. That's okay. Let's do this just to keep it all uniform. This guy there. Bring it up a bit. And then, what else do I need? Oh, I need these guys. Yeah, these guys. And then I think it's like this. Yeah. So that's the front, basically. That's the front of the machine. And then this goes here with this guy on top. And then at the back, it's like an observer that goes down. And then a sticky piston this way. And then another going this direction with another observer here. And then a note block. So, but that's probably very confusing to look at because these guys aren't supposed to be here. It's just supposed to be like this. That's the front of the machine. And then the other part, I can do that in this one here. The other part there is the observer that's there. These two guys, these guys facing this direction, so towards the other part of the machine. And then you have your thing there, and then I don't have a note block, but that can be replaced for a note block. But yeah, it's a very simple machine. Oh, oops. It's a very simple machine. It does take some like finagling to understand where all the things go. This is everything that I've gathered so far. That was all hand mined, like walking, because over here, as you can see, there's a little bit more stuff that's hanging down, because over here this was a little bit farther out than on either side, which on this side I put them 6 blocks apart, and I think on this one I think it was 7 or 8, so there was a little bit in the middle that wasn't getting blown up. But I think I like this one a little bit better because I can just put 1 block here and then sprint all the way down there, which is just fantastic. And yeah, I think I might take this all up just to have it up there. And then wonderfully, so much tough. This is one of my favorite blocks, and I'm super happy that I'm able to have it, and just in that quantity instead of just finding a patch and doing this all the time. Like, oh, just how it is fun, I guess. It's just frustrating because I'd rather be able to come down, open a chest, grab it all, leave, make what I want to make. I am gonna break this guy. Whew, that's quite a lot in there. Run up all the way to the top. I did end up doing this because that ladder that I had was not cutting it. I was taking so long just to get up and down, and every time that I broke something and something blew up, I'd have to come all the way back up just to get it. That's why all that stuff down there is still sitting there, just in case something blew up. Then at least I had like spares for everything. And maybe I'll make a couple more, and then I can run across and hit 4. But as of now, the ancient debris is the hindrance there. So I do have quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit of gold. I don't really need this iron or anything. Quite a bit of lapis, which is just okay. It's not useless, because you can need it for enchanting, but it's not the best thing to get excited about. The one thing I'm excited about is coal. I love coal, because I get all these torches from it. It's amazing. I made a little light chest and everything, because I needed it. And then, right, I totally forgot. As you guys can see there, and up in here, all these waxed copper bulbs. So while I was mining, I was out over gathering sand at the Mesa Badlands area, and I stumbled upon a what is it called? Trial chamber. That's what it's called. And I totally forgot to record it. Just didn't cross my mind. I was right there, and I was like, "Oh, this is sweet. I can try it out." And I did not die because I would have been very sad if I lost all this. But that was very exciting. I ended up doing that. I didn't get too much stuff. I did get some breeze rods and some wind charges and some trial keys, which was pretty awesome. I've never used these guys before. Let me put these guys away. Never used these before, but oh, they're not very. I thought they were a bit different than that. Well, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. I thought they were a bit different than that though. And then breeze rods as well. I don't know what these do. Oh, those do make them. Oh, that's very cool. That's very cool. I thought I had 9 only. That's very nice. I did end up going to get more blaze rods and everything, just because over here, wanted to make some potions for if going back into the nether and everything. I do have a few here, and then these are infestation potions and a oozing potion, which are new. And that's how I got all that slime and stuff. I went up to the cows and put the infestation potion on them, and then punched them all, and then threw the oozing potion on them, and then just came in and just killed them all. And then a bunch of slime showed up, and I got quite a few slime. Yeah, still have about 19, which is amazing. In here, I even did bring up some redstone again prior, and I still have so much. Yeah, quite a lot of redstone. Got to break all this down and turn it into blocks, which is quite wonderful. I will never have to worry about redstone again because I already have 18 stacks right there. Yeah, that's quite wonderful. Yeah, still got that one on me. And this gold, I might have to do something with that too. Probably gonna have to place this as well. Maybe I will do that. I'm gonna make a little tower out of all this again. I did have a tower for a bit with all this stuff. Where did that stuff go? I had a chest just for these guys. There it is. Maybe I'll move some of this stuff over there. I think that seems pretty good. This is more gems. Gold isn't really a gem, but it's like a rare thing, you know? So I think that works. I can't do that. They have to be right there. And then, wait, no, you can't be there. It'll have to be this. Then the raw, then the nugget, then this, then this. 4 more spaces. So I can do one thing a block. So, let's do 2. Let's do one of those, one of those, one of those. That's fine. Right? That seems excessive. I can do this with 2, with 2, and with 2. That seems better. And then I guess the diamonds as well, but diamonds is just one thing. And then emeralds. Emeralds are probably going to get their own area, but right now I think that's okay. These guys I know there's lots of different ways for these to be. Like some of them can be tiny, little, and everything else. So I'm going to add those, but I'm going to keep this clear just for those guys. I will add one of these into there. I don't have an emerald ore, so I'm just going to leave that the way it is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, just like that. That doesn't sound bad. I can even spread them out a little bit more, fill it out. So, I think I'm going to place all these. I might not break them all. I might just keep them as they are. Depends. I might just keep them as they are for right now, and then later on I will break them. Just if I get bored or something, then I might. But over here, still gonna keep this thing going. I think maybe, I don't know, this is another good bit that I gotta add into this thing. But yeah, right now, how many blocks is this actually? Because I made it 5 by 5. Yeah, 5 by 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So 10. No, I don't have my quick maths down. So you 5 by 5, that's 25 times 10. That's 250 diamond ore right here, which is crazy. Crazy. So I will add this other 128 and that other 13. 131. It took me a minute. Maybe that's wrong. Don't care. But yeah. This is going to be a very big tower by the end of it. And I don't know when I'm going to break it, but I know that when I do, it will be amazing. And it will be very fun. Because I don't think I've ever had this big of a diamond tower before, where I've just not broken it. I think I've got maybe a stack of diamonds that's like, you know, four blocks or something, built up as much as I could, and then broke it right away. This is quite incredible. And then, there we go. Nice. That's getting pretty big. That's getting pretty big. Yeah, that's pretty big. Maybe I can add, what is it, like, let's do another one of those kind of things. Let's do 2 blocks away. I'll get some dirt and fix that. So that's 5, so 2, 4, 5. Nope, 1 more. There we go. And then trace this out. Right, there we go. And then I'm gonna make another one of these in gold, and then I will do one in redstone as well. And that will be very cool, I think. And then the redstone one maybe I'll do down there, because it's going to be so much taller than the both of these combined. I will do that over there. But I think it is kind of cool just to have, just for now, like it's, no one else can come by and see this, so it's really only for my enjoyment of when I play and I'm not recording. I can just look at it and be, it's there, it's big, looks like cheese, kind of thing. That's all. And then if I do really need it or something, then I can come break it. But as of right now, I don't really need any of this. It would be really cool to get just so much of it that I can make a bunch of beacons out of it. But I know that there's gold farms and everything, so it's almost not needed to really make, like, mine for all this gold anymore. Like, I think it's more or less just like a whatever thing, because now that you can make gold farms, and you used to be able to make gold farms anyway, but it's just not as, you know, wanted. Like some people, like, you know, for like that first little bit, if you want to make a roller coaster or something, then you'll make your roller coaster, but then you never think about gold ore again. It's just, okay, well, let me make a farm, so all I have to do is kill things. And I do get that. Like, I think if I'm playing this world for as long as I intend to, I know that I will get to that point where it's like, okay, why am I gonna go mine for 3 hours and get a fraction of what I could get if I'm making a farm? So I do get the whole fact of it makes more sense to have a farm, especially if you're, let's say, needing like 1,000 gold blocks. You're not gonna want to go mine up all that gold and then come back up and break it all down again and then wait for it to smelt. It'd be so much nicer if you just, you know, built the farm, took the time, and then you could just sit, wait, and then a day later you have everything you need. And I do get it. I do get it. It's a very difficult thing to build, though. I've built one a long time ago, and then the new Nether update happened, and it broke. So it was quite sad after that. It was a great thing, but then piglins? Yeah, piglins started to spawn in the farm, and then it just broke. It didn't work very well anymore. And it is what it is. It happens. You can't really, like, you can't go back, and you could go back and rebuild the whole thing again, but there's a lot of stuff that just kind of happens where it's like, oh, I finally built it, and then it breaks. You lose all momentum towards it, and you don't even want to look at it anymore. You just want to stop thinking about it. And it was really great. It was such a good gold farm, but once it breaks, it breaks. I'm gonna... Ooh, almost done. I'm almost done. Oh, wow, ow. Phantoms. What? Who in their right mind voted for these? I don't think anyone voted for these guys. Go away. I know, I didn't. Craziness. My sword out. Oh, I don't even... I'm not even holding it. What? It was pointless getting it out anyway. Oh. Nice, nice. One more. Yeah. Come on, come on. Ooh. Nothing, really? I feel like if they had, like, a better drop as well, I think they'd be a bit better. And if they didn't spawn, like, so often, I guess. I don't know, it feels like they do spawn super often. But it's also because down mining or somewhere that I can't see the sun and don't sleep, don't have a bed, and then it's just, oh, I do not want to fall off this thing. Nice. I think that, yeah, there's water down there. Okay. What? I thought I killed all of them. Why are there more? Get out of here. Let me see if I can make it to the gold over there. Let me move this guy. See if I can make it. Oh, super close, but nope. It was like the toes. Toes were hitting it. Okay, that's enough. I'm gonna go to bed. I don't want to deal with these guys anymore. Yeah, right here. This is where I was thinking about doing that, what are they called? The geode flower things. Yeah, the geode flower things. Those things. These guys. The amethyst cluster. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of pretty. I did decorate my bed a little bit more as well. Just for, prettiness. Because it was just a yellow bed that looked like, you wet it. Not very appealing to get jump into bed that looks like it's wet. And over here, this is just kind of a little decoration. I think I can. Yeah, I can. Yeah, this is just the original map that I made. You can kind of see just the magnitude of difference. Well, let me put it in this hand. Yeah, just the magnitude of difference in that is pretty crazy. Because this right there is like where my guy's looking right there. That is where this all is. I think that's pretty crazy. So much. A lot has been done. A lot has been done. And then I do. Oh, that's not the right thing. There we go. There we go. But oh wow, yeah, quite a bit has changed even over here. All of this over here is quite different. But oh yeah, wait, let me. Yeah, there we go. Two more. Maybe I'll make a banner and say diamonds, gold, and redstone. That might be too much. That might be too much. I'm thinking of doing one for these guys. For doing sugarcane and pumpkin and melon. And then maybe one for the iron farm. I'm not too sure. It is not working at this moment because the zombie died. So we'll have to figure out how to fix that. Where does this go? There it goes. Then this nether quartz. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this. Not too sure, but yeah. I'm gonna let you guys go though, because I have been talking quite a bit, and I think there was some other things that I did have to get done today. I'm driving my father-in-law to the airport, so I do have to get off a little bit early and go help with that and everything. Make sure he's there on time, and just kind of wanted to get this out so you guys could see what I've all been doing and how it's all going. And maybe next episode, if I get like 5 more stacks of diamonds. That sounds pretty decent. 5 more stacks of diamonds. And I add it to this guy. Then we will I'll make a small video of me breaking it all. And then you guys can see that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Just to see how many diamonds you can actually get from Efficiency 3. Or Fortune 3. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'll let you guys go. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Got a bunch of things done, and I'm excited to keep building this world and showing you guys what I can do. Thanks. Bye.